need to do a lot of making sure that we can take care of infection and antibiotics and things like that. I think one of the most important things is making sure that we're healthy enough and we're protecting our bodies so that we're less likely to get sick and be susceptible to disease. So they've got all kinds of medicinal information about, you know, zones. As you can see, I've got my other cat here. She wants some camera time. Don't mind her. And, you know, what kind of soil to go by. So if you have a question on a specific type of herb or plant and you want to know a little bit about it, let me know, and I will go ahead. I will take from this and I'll let you know what kind of soil types or what kind of light. I'll try to help you out as much as I can from these books. So that one there is by Wendy Vincent, The Complete Guide to Growing Healing and Medicinal Herbs. What else we got? This one here seems kind of weird and out of place, but I got the Beekeeper's Handbook, and I brought this handbook to my friend at the market who is a longtime beekeeper. She's been doing it for 6 or 7 years. She absolutely loves it. And she said that this is probably one of the most complete books that she has in her library about beekeeping. And she said that actually one to look into if you are interested in beekeeping is the Dummies book, Beekeeping for Dummies. She said that actually is a really amazing book on it, which is surprising because I typically hate those books. They skim the surface, they don't cover things, and sometimes you feel as though they're talking down to you in them. If they're not written correctly. I've read a couple that I've been okay with. And my interest in beekeeping stems from the idea, right now all of my candles are made from soy. Soy is not a crop that grows amazingly well in Massachusetts. It's more of a Midwest thing. So I'm going to have a hard time finding soy when I can no longer run to a warehouse and purchase it. But I can get beeswax. And I can, in the process of getting beeswax, I can also find myself also having honey on hand. I can have propolis, which is a very amazing thing for your body. I have all these things that I use in my products, my lotions, my salves, all the time. And I would still be able to have access to them. In the meantime, I'd also get to better pollinate my plants, and I'd be helping out a species that really needs it. So, I'm really excited in beekeeping. I don't think I'm going to be able to, given that I'm in a mobile home park. I think I'd have to do a lot of agreements, going through a lot of red tape, and there's nothing in my lease that states I can't. However, they'll probably find some little loophole that allows them to say no to me. However, I have a family member, the one who I would be going to stay with if anything ever happened, and he has a wonderful backyard that I know would be a better location for bees. Also, because he's in a little bit more rural area, there's a lot more to pollinate. So I know that the bees would do well in that area, and his children would really benefit from learning this from a young age. So, beekeeping. Want to learn more about it, so if I have any beekeepers who are subbed to my page, let me know, and I would love to learn from you and be able to ask you 8 million questions about everything I want to know that might not be covered in this book. And if you are a beekeeper and you know of another book that is more thorough, please let me know. And I've got 2 more. One here is just called Homesteading, and it says that it doesn't have who it's written by, but it does say that it's edited by Abigail R. Guerin. So, Homesteading. And it says here that it includes a backyard guide to growing your own food, canning, keeping chickens, which I can't do here, but my brother knows a lot about that, generating your own energy, crafting, herbal medicine, and more. And some of the things that they even say on the back is how to make your own food dehydrator. And it says about making cheese, butter, yogurt, ice cream, building stables, making your own paper, binding books, making herbal teas, and how to use alpaca wool, making your own toilet paper, brewing beer, which isn't a problem for me, but I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that would like to know that they're not going to run out of beer in these long time situations. So once again, I'll be doing reviews on all of these, but this one, pretty basic. It's just got a bunch of pictures on the front, and it just says homesteading on the front. So check that one out. And this one was one of the ones that's on my list, so I got really excited when I saw it there. The Encyclopedia of Medicinal Plants. It's got 550 key medicinal plants and their uses by Andrew Chevalier. Really excited to find that one. I'll try to pan as much as I can so you can see it. Really, I was kind of drawn to the idea of having, 550 different types of plants at my disposal and being able to know about any of them, whether they're in my area or not. Because I feel like as much as I'm getting these manuals for me, it's also getting it for you. If I happen to find that somebody has a question on something that's a medicinal herb, now I have a reference that I can go ahead and pull it up. And it doesn't matter if that person's from California, Hawaii, Thailand. If they need help on it, I can probably give them a little help, It's got a lot of different things in here, all the way, wormwood to horseradish to different types of cabbages. Seems to have, they're kind of small, basic, little bits of information. They don't seem to have a ton of huge information on each one, but some of them have a little bit more information than others, like, avocado, tea tree. I think they're more common than, the less common ones probably get less attention. But the ones that do have more information have an entire page, and it tells all about how to extract essential oils, what parts are usable, what parts are used for what. So I'm really excited to go through this one and see how I like it and review it for you. So don't be scared to run over to your local library and check out and see what they have. I didn't even make it to any sections that were about, I couldn't find one on camping. The best I got was the sporting section. No survival books, nothing like that. I tried to stay away from a lot of like political, what's up within the next 100 years, what's going on, because that's not my worry. I don't particularly care what is the reason for what happens. Whatever it is, I want to be prepared either way. So I have no cares of whether it's an electrical or the money collapses or either way, my reaction is going to be the same. Make sure my family is safe. Make sure I have enough food and water. Make sure that we have a way to survive and to thrive from it. I don't want to just get by. I want to continue to live as I know it. Yeah, I won't be able to hop on the computer and make a YouTube video for everybody, but I'll be able to live comfortably knowing that I can care for my family and myself in a way that is more than skin and bones, barely getting by, living, in depression of, am I really living, or am I just am I surviving? And I don't want to do that. I want to thrive. So I'm preparing. I'm going to survive, and I'm going to thrive. So don't be scared to just check out a book. See if you like it. If you really love how the book is made, you've learned some information from it, but you want to have it at your disposal 24 hours a day, go and buy a used copy on Amazon. Not a bad idea. So I'll be able to review these for you, figure out what I want to keep, figure out what didn't have enough information, and if you have any questions you think can be answered by some of the books that are in my possession, ask away. That's what down there is for, that little reply box. Let me know what you need to know, and I will try to find an answer for you. Alright? Unlikely Prepper out. Have a good night.